It's a dark day here on Snowy Blizzard's world. Today, I'm not gonna like it, but it had to be done. We're gonna be making Villager Breeder. Today's video, I have a plan. I have a plan to change the world. There's so many projects I could be doing. I could be starting the plot for the mansion. I could be building my storage system. I could be even farming cows. Just relaxing, kicking my feet up, taking a break, and just farming cows. But no, it has to be done. It really has to be done. I've taken long enough of a break. It's time to get back because these villagers are super important. These are the elders. These are going to be the elders of the city. We're going to have some super complex thing. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have a massive villager breeder. It's not going to be massive. It's going to be a starter one because we need to start an empire before we can build it. How's it going, everyone? My name is Snowy Blizzard and welcome back to another survival handbook video. In today's video, we're going to be building a villager breeder, and it should be super fun because I have a spot I need to pick out for it. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to kind of design around the ravine. I think it should be fun. It should be really fun. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing because I make a lot of Minecraft content, some tutorials, some survival handbook videos, and just some fun challenges that you guys suggest to me. So make sure you subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss another video. And with that said, we're also going to be doing a live stream where we gather resources and plan this out. So if you're not followed yet, go follow me over on Twitch. There'll be a link down in the description. And if you don't want to miss streams over there, be sure to join the Discord because I send notifications out over there when I go live every single time. Feel free to come by and chat and talk and hang out with the community and have a good time because that's all we're here for, right? It's just have a good time. Not that villagers are any fun, you know, but we can live with that. So we did a little streaming off camera and we did some mining and we did some resource gathering. And so here behind us we have a chest full of resources that I want to open with you guys. So if we go ahead and break this box here, you'll see that there's quite a few diamonds here. And so these diamonds right here are kind of special. I think what I want to do is have you guys write in the comments for how many diamonds you think I'm going to get next video. So basically we're going to take these diamonds, for example, and we're going to place them all on the floor, right? And then we're going to mine them up with Fortune 3. And so what you're going to do in the comments of this video is comment how many diamonds you think I'll get in the next time that I go mining. So it may not be next video, but it'll be the next time I go mining. So if you write like 100 diamonds in the comments of this video, and then I go mining in a future video, and you get it right, then I want to kind of show your comment on the screen. So if you comment a guess, and then you comment something you'd like to say on the screen if you get it right, then I'll try and give shout-outs. Not really shoutouts, just like responding to your comments on screen. I think that'd be a really fun way to interact with you guys. So if you have any guesses for the next video I do of this, then I need to take a screenshot of this, hang on. If you have any guesses for the next video I do of this, or I get mining stuff off camera, feel free to guess it down below with a little comment of your choice. And you might get lucky and you might be read in the next video. So yeah, I'm gonna mine these diamonds and I'll come back and I'll show you guys how many diamonds I got because this is quite a lot of diamonds. Ooh, baby, look at that. We got almost 3 stacks of diamonds from those mining trips. That is quite a lot of diamonds. I am extremely proud of that. That's an insane amount of diamonds. Let's see how many diamond blocks we can make out of this. 19 diamond blocks and some change. Let's take the rest of our diamonds too and see how many diamond blocks we can make. 25 diamond blocks. And a little bit of change. Now that is something to be proud of. So now we're going to take a look at the villager breeder that we have planned for today, and we're going to take a look at the materials we might need. Basically all we're really going to need is a ton of dirt, a ton of wood, and some cobblestone for the roof. The last one I built had a wood roof, and I don't want to do wood just in case it gets struck by lightning, so I'm going to do cobblestone slabs for the roof this time. But everything else should be fine. We do need some composters too, and luckily I stole some from the village that was over there, so we can use those composters to assign the farming villagers their farming jobs, basically. And that's what gets the farm working, really. And then what we're going to need is a bunch of different kinds of crops. So we're going to need these carrots, we're going to need some seeds, I'm going to grab a couple stacks of seeds. We need some more carrots, just cuz. And we don't really have potatoes that I see yet. And the way you get potatoes for the first time, if they're not grown anywhere for you to pick up, you can actually go around and kill zombies until you find a potato, because zombies drop potatoes and carrots occasionally too. I think we're good with just carrots and wheat for now, so we can go ahead and get started with that. We're actually going to need some serious amounts of glass too, because glass, I want to be able to see inside my farm to make sure it's working. So we're going to bring some glass with us to make sure we can see it outside our farms. And also, I think I might dye it light gray like I did for the house so that it matches the theme of it. So that might be a thing we can do too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all sorted out. Also, I didn't show you guys this path that we did on stream too. We did this path on stream. We kind of did a little more pathing like we had over there for the cow farm, except we kind of connected it up with the house. So you could see coming off of this section of the house, we're actually gonna have a little path, and it's gonna be outlined by these bushes. And I love having the bushes outline the path. It looks so nice. So we're gonna have the bushes outline the path, and then we can walk down here, kind of walking into town really. And when we get over here, there's a little bridge. We need to do some work on the bridge though. I'm not 100% satisfied with how the bridge looks, but I mean, it's a good bridge. It's a functioning bridge. It's a loyal bridge. So we're gonna actually put our villager breeder over here, I believe, in this section of land. So if we kind of dig some of this back right here, we can throw the villager breeder in this big flat area. I think that'd be really nice to use. What I want to do, if possible, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of extra, I guess you could say. But I want to have the villager breeder somewhere up in the sky, and then I want villagers to just fall, either down a tube or just down into a hole. And I want them to fall and just fall into a box, right? The box is going to have water in it, obviously. And when we push a button, I want it to be able to push the villagers over to one spot so that we can use a minecart and easily get them out. But either way, I want them to fall from the sky. When they're born, I just want babies to fall from the sky into the villager breeder. I think that would be so amazing. Just to watch it rain villagers all the time. So that's going to be something super fun to work on today's project, in today's video. So we just need to get our materials down in a chest and get started, really. So off camera, I've been growing a little bit of bamboo. Not much, but a little bit, and we got ourselves some string as well. And so we need bamboo and string for one specific thing, and that thing is scaffolding. And scaffolding is extremely useful when it comes to building tall things, because it's very easy to break once you're done with it, and you can stack it up as high as you want without actually having to be on top of the block. So you can literally just place it. For example, if we take the scaffolding and start placing it, you can literally just place it as high as you want, and then when you break it, it all breaks at once. And it's really satisfying when you're building really tall things. So we have to get all our bamboo, and we have to make as much scaffolding as we can. We don't have to overdo it, but it's better to have more than less, I guess. So if we take the scaffolding and we come over, we can kind of mark out where we want the center of the build to be. So looking at this area, I kind of want it near that. I don't want it too close, but I do want it somewhere nearby. So I think what we should do is start it let's start it right here, because it's going to stretch out pretty far. I don't want it to cover over the top of it, but it's just going to barely hang over the top. And the villagers will drop down somewhere right about here. So we can go ahead and start building this up. And let's just place all the scaffolding we have, really. As you can see, it goes up pretty high. It goes up as high as it possibly can up to build limit, and then it'll stop automatically, but you can place as much scaffolding as you want to place. So we're going to place all that, and we're just going to kind of like have it there to mark the center of it. And we're going to go sleep really quick, and then we'll get started building it. In this chest, we have all the materials we're going to need. I tried to kind of organize it in some way that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense. It's just organized so it looks nice. But over here, we have some materials that we don't exactly need right now. We're going to go ahead and take the bone meal and the shears, and you'll see why soon. But then we need some dirt and stuff to start outlining the area. And so we're going to go ahead and take all this dirt, and we're going to go ahead and take some wood with us as well, and some lighting. And we need the composter, and we need the trapdoors. We need some slabs too. So we're going to take a couple of those slabs, and we're going to take a couple stacks of stained glass, and we're just going to go start building it. Scaffolding is really good, don't get me wrong, but it's not very fast. I mean, see. Dang it. The real question is, how high do we want this to be? And I think this is probably a good height. It's pretty high, actually. Let's take it down a couple blocks. But I think this is probably a good height. The only issue with scaffolding is you can't exactly crouch on scaffolding, so you have to kind of walk over when you want to build something on the edge. We're going to go ahead and start building a little tiny block here. This is just a placeholder. This isn't exactly where it's going to be. So these blocks right here, I'm going to outline them really quick. We're not going to be building in this area. This is where the villagers are actually going to go, and this is where the villagers are going to be breeding. So we're going to leave this spot open, and then we're going to go ahead and start building off to the sides. And this is a really interesting design, so bear with me. We're going to have 3 blocks out here just like this, and then we're going to go in 8 blocks off of this. So that's 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 9 blocks total. And then we're going to take a slab of any kind, put it on the bottom half, and then what we're going to do is come off to the side here so we have a place to stand. put a block on this side, and we're gonna go off 9 blocks in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're gonna put a little T shape here, just like we did on the other side over there. And then we're gonna do the same thing on all 4 sides. Now that you have that, we're basically just gonna connect it diagonally until it all connects up. So we're gonna start at the T shape, and then we're gonna go 2, and then we're gonna go 2, so that it's a diagonal shape, and then go 2, and then 2 more, and then you just do this until you connect up to that corner. So we're gonna keep doing this until we connect up to this corner, and as you can see, it connects up perfectly diagonally and then gives us a little flat spot. So we're gonna do that for all 4 diagonal sides, and then we're gonna fill in the entire thing with just dirt, and then that's where we're gonna put the crops to grow. Okay, now that we have this built up, we're gonna go ahead and put the lighting in before the sun goes down so we can keep working. So basically what we wanna do is come off the edge just like this and put a lighting block here, skip one and put another lighting block, and then we're gonna do that on all 4 sides. So we're coming to the edge, and then we'll skip a block and then put a lighting source in. So there's 2 blocks in the middle, and then there's 1 block in between the lighting sources. So we're gonna put all the light sources in, and then we're gonna come back and keep working on this. Yeah, that doesn't belong there, I don't think. We're just gonna go ahead and toss a temporary light source right in the middle just for the time being, so that mobs don't spawn while we're working up here, because that would be a disaster. From all the way over here, you can see that we have all 4 corners built up basically. And we did that on stream. We put some stairs in and some water in, and we put the outside blocks in just to kind of make it even. And we're gonna go up there and kind of show you how it looks from top too. From up here, you can see that we actually waterlogged the stairs, and that's for a reason, because this is gonna be a farm. So whenever you till the land around it, the water is actually gonna count as like a water block, and so it's gonna fertilize these land places right here. And so we put stairs over here. It's a really cool trick that came around a couple years ago actually. My chat informed me of that on the live stream. So basically we put stairs on the edge and we waterlogged it, and water would normally pour out here if you didn't have a trapdoor here, but we put a trapdoor there so that it wouldn't pour out the side, but it's still kind of connected to this land, so it'll still fertilize all the land. And then we have a water block in the middle that's with a waterlogged bottom slab right there, so it still counts as water, but the bottom half won't leak out water. So that's really cool. Basically we can till all of this and then get the walls in, and then get the crops in, and then get a roof on it. And then we have to put the breeders in here, the villagers that are gonna always count as breeders. So those are the next few steps that we're gonna have to do, and I think we can get to work. We have all the materials we need down there in those chests, but we just need to get to work, really. And I would love to do a time lapse, but I can't seem to figure out replay mod and how it works. Oh no, that's gonna be a struggle. I've been trying to get replay mod to work for the past like couple of days now, and it just hasn't. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but if I can, you'll see something, and if not, then you won't see something. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna get to work. We actually ended up with just enough glass to get around the entire area except for 1 diagonal. We need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pieces of glass. And we had just enough to do all this except for this last 16 pieces. So we gotta go get 16 pieces of glass. 16 pieces of glass. That's all we need. We gotta get 16 pieces of glass, and then we have to dye them light gray, and then we have to put them in the villager breeder. Are you serious? We don't have enough now? Oh my gosh. Alright, now that we got all the glass in place, we can actually just start tilling the land. So basically all we need to do is kind of just use our hoe and till up the land here. And we need to do this for all of the squares. So we need to do this for this square, and that square, and that square, and that square. And we need to figure out plants that we're going to plant. We need to go kill some zombies too, so that we can get a potato, hopefully. So that we can start growing potatoes as well as carrots and wheat. So we don't just have wheat and carrots. Not that that's a bad thing, just have 2, because 2 is fine. But I think it'd be nice to have 3. A mix of carrots and potatoes and wheat. So we're going to try and get potatoes, and we're going to till up this land. And we're going to get planting, and then we're going to come back and put these villagers in place where they're supposed to be. Because that is the whole objective of this video, isn't it? So on stream, we ended up finishing the villager breeder, and we actually did the whole roof and all the farm and everything, except for place the seeds in and get the village up there. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. I just want to show you guys something really quick. Something we kind of came up with on stream. I think he's going to stick around for a little while. His name is Melon. He is Melon the Pumpkin. And it is a fantastic name. It's a fantastic thing. I have to show you my favorite spot to look at him from. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to listen to, but If you come over here, this is like my favorite view of him over here, just to see him with all the flowers in front of him, and I love that so much. I really do. So this is Melon the pumpkin, meet Melon, and basically what's gonna happen is when the villagers breed up there, I wanted something Halloween themed kinda, and so what I did was made the villagers fall down one wide tube and fall right into the pumpkin, right into Melon I should say, and there's gonna be a little collection chamber underneath, so we have to dig that out, and then we have to get the villagers in place, and we have to breed them up and stuff and put the farmers in. And it should be fun. It should be a fun time. It should be relatively easy. There's one more thing that I want to show you guys before we get going. You see these pumpkins right here? Oh my god, it's so amazing. You see these pumpkins right here? It's fantastic. Give me 1 second. Ready? And bam! Look at them. Look at them. Look how amazing they are. It's a little tiny caricature of Melon. It's like a little texture pack for Melon. It was made by one of the viewers. I love it so much, and Melon is such a perfect thing. He's going to be sticking with us through most of our builds this series. And it's going to be so much fun, I think. I love having Melon around. We can decorate him and dress him up and stuff. But ready? I'll just wear it on my head real quick. Look at that. It's amazing. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way and that kind of discussed and we have all the place like decorated and kind of Halloweenified, I think we should start working on this. And I haven't gotten replay mod to work. I don't know why I can't get replay mod to work. It just crashes every time I try and load it. So if any of you know or have any clue, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Kind of give me some tips on how to work that. It would be really helpful. But anyways, I'm going to kind of get to work up here. I need to just transport the villagers up. And I need to build the collection station at the bottom. And then I need to get the farmers in place, which requires some more manual breeding, which should be fun. But we're going to get to work now. So wish me luck. For the villager breeder, you need beds at the top. So I've been debating between doing orange and pink beds, and we'll just dye a couple of these sheeps pink, just in case, because I do kind of like the pink, and I think pink beds would be fun to use. But instead, we still have orange as backup just in case, but we do have enough for 4 beds now. Exactly. Wow, that worked out really well, actually. So we're going to go ahead and put those beds up in there, and then we're going to get the villagers up top, and then we're going to try and make some new villagers to replace the old ones to get them working in the actual farming sections so that we can automate it. So it should be a fun process. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take long at all, actually. These villagers have been a little bit easier to work with than in the past, so, and we have 3 of them. So, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully, right? Okay, so here you can see we have our villager breeders set up and stuff. We're just waiting for these guys to make babies, and I went over into the village and got another villager because there was another one over there and brought him up here over on stream. If you want to check me out, I'll leave a link to my Twitch down in the description where I stream a lot of off-camera work, but I got this guy and brought him over here so I kind of automate the process so he's going to start harvesting carrots and throwing them in here when his inventory is full and stuff. And hopefully these guys will start breeding soon. I've seen one child and I had to kill it because I didn't want it to take the bed. And so these guys are just going to take my food and stuff. And I hope they just start breeding because that is what this whole machine's for. They don't breed when I'm looking at them either. They didn't breed when I looked at them on stream. So I'm going to give them some time and see if they breed. And with that, we can call it a successful episode. We did it! We got the villager breeder to work. There's about 5 villagers in here. I think more than that, actually. That's super exciting. Okay, so I've had to delay this video for like 2 weeks now because the villager breeder wasn't working. And I think it had to do partly because the villagers weren't actually detecting their beds. So I had to move them around a little bit. I had to break them, replace them. I had to move them into place, and oh my gosh, it finally works. Okay, so if you have any specific questions, I can try to answer them. If you want to join the Discord, there'll be a link in the description. And I can basically take on like unique questions there. I don't exactly know what I did. It took a combination of everything to get them to breed because, oh my gosh, it took forever. We did multiple streams trying to figure this out. We've literally made multiple videos in between the recording of this, so that's insane. So now we just have to get those villagers and put them up here into the different crop sections, and they should breed more consistently now. So that's what we're gonna do really quick. I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna come back and show you the finished farm because I've spent so long just doing things on this world and not actually recording. So I'm just going to throw these villagers in and then I'll show you what it looks like. We do have to try my system out at least once on camera though because it took a lot to set up and I really hope it works. So basically what you do is you put your minecarts in here. There's already a dispenser down there that has minecarts in it. There's a little hopper line that goes down to it. But then you push this button, it's supposed to dispense it and it'll take them out of the collection down here and then it'll pull all the villagers back up and you'll be able to send them wherever you need them to go. So we're gonna try this really quick and just see if we can get one villager in there. Let's It actually works. After everything that's happened so far, I almost didn't expect it to work, even though it's like it's meant to work. It's made to work. There's no way it couldn't have worked unless the villagers weren't being pushed up against the wall, because I've already tested it before. But I was just so scared, and I'm so happy that it actually works, because that means we can just move forward and get this project done, and that's always good. That's always really good. So we're going to go ahead and push this guy in here. We're going to let him take over. We're going to get rid of this row right here. We're going to put glass. We're going to break his mine carts by hitting F3 and B, and boom. Okay, we're good. So he's going to go accept his role. We're going to take this mine cart out and put it back. And then we can go ahead and run this RAL around the other 3 areas. And if that scared you, awesome. I've been doing this all stream. I've been terrifying new people. Basically, Feather Falling 4 is overpowered. You could just hop off whenever you need to quick travel, and it's fantastic. Let's get to it. Now that we have a fully functioning villager breeder, finally, we can just sit back, relax, and let nature do its work for us. And we had to make some adjustments, I think you saw it in the video, to actually get the villagers to always push towards this corner with the water stream, but we got that figured out finally. And so now all we have to really do is just let the villagers breed, and then we can use them for what we want to in the next video. So we're going to be AFKing for a couple nights, trying to get the villager stockpile built up, I guess you could say. Maybe doing some off-camera work on stream. If you haven't followed me yet, go follow me over on twitch.tv/snowyblizzard with an underscore at the end. There'll be a link right down in the description for you to head over there, because I stream a lot more frequently over there than I do over here. And with that said, I think it's time to call this video a wrap, I guess. I mean, we've done a lot. It's been kind of all over the place. We celebrated Halloween in the middle of it. We got ourselves Melon the Skeleton. That works out so perfectly. Melon the Skeleton, I love it. Okay, anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.